What's up, NFL fans? I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook, and don't forget to check out and purchase your copy of our latest football game plan book, Stiff Arming Football Myths. We have these available in both PDF and paperback form. Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook, bring you my 2015 NFL Draft Prospect Rankings video. We're taking a look at the cornerback position. We're going to look at my top 10, some small school prospects, as well as some sleepers that you want to keep an eye on.
First, let's take a look at what goes into my prospect rankings. Number one, it's a trait focus base instead of a level of competition base. I don't care where you play, traits translate. Now look at 3 games: your best game, player's worst game, and also the best matchup and or competition. And finally, these are not indicative of where I believe these players will actually go in April's draft. Ty Smith out of Towson at 6 feet 175 is a technically sound boundary corner that is better in off coverage as opposed to press. He has good size and plays bigger than his listed size, and what I came away most impressed with was his ball skills and how he's able to attack the ball in the air. He uses his long arms to consistently get in between the football and the receiver for the pass breakup. Now, he's not overly fast or explosive, but he's not out of position at all. His footwork is decent. Not spectacular, but his football IQ is what allows him to not get beat deep. And I also like the fact that he's a very good special teamer. Devontae Ballsby out of Pittsburgh State is very fluid in transition. He has no wasted movements. He has the ball skills and the football IQ that you want to see from the cornerback position. Plays a lot like Buster Screen. Now, his press skills need work, and I believe he's inconsistent and run support, but his overall talent earned a 3rd round grade, in my opinion. Cariel Brooks out of Adams State plays a lot like Chris Harris. Here's a guy that has very good instincts. He's a playmaker, above average recovery speed, and also is a very good blitzer. Now, he can be too quick to open his hips, and he's also inconsistent with his press skills. Those are things I believe Brooks will have to work on as he moves forward and becomes a professional. Amoen Claiborne out of Northwestern State had a very good week of practice this year at the Senior Bowl. He's a guy that has ball skills. He's versatile. He can play outside or in the slot. Good awareness, especially in zone, and is a good open field tackler. Now, he can get stuck in transition, and he's not overly explosive, but I would compare his game to Rock Carmichael. I believe he has 3rd round value for pro teams. Jared Dudon out of Wagner at 6'1", 190 is a guy that doesn't shy away from the running game. He was routinely in on run plays to his side and is a very good open field tackler. Now, he's a little high in his back pedal, and you question his quote-unquote long speed or his fluidity to turn and run with the receiver. However, he makes up for it with great short area quickness and above average football IQ. I think he's an ideal cover 2 type corner whose ball skills give him a chance to stick for a very long time. Pro coaches will love what a player like Ian Williams out of Fordham brings to the table because he simply does his job. I was mainly impressed with how technically and fundamentally sound he is as a cornerback. He does have very good acceleration and is able to turn fluidly and run with the receiver. He has great hustle, closes well to the football, and you can trust him on the field or boundary side. I think he's a fine cornerback prospect with a lot of polish to his game. Tevin Allen out of Illinois State is a very good slot alley defender. He has good acceleration and range. He can also play free safety if need be. He attacks the football very well. Now, he's more of a hitter than a good tackler. His technique needs a lot of work, and I think he can play reckless at times, which causes him to give up big plays. But overall, you love his punt return ability, his kickoff return ability, and his knack for making the big play at the most crucial times. Stoney Burns out of Bethel, which is in Tennessee, had a very good workout at the Super Regional Combine this past week in Arizona and made me go back to the tape. And what I saw was that this is a guy that's a playmaker, terrific instincts, fluid hips and active hands, and also has the return skills that'll help him stick very early as a pro. Now, what he has to work on, he can get big boyed on routes by bigger wide receivers and can be a little bit late out of his break. But overall, I think the special teams aspect of his game will help him get on the field and make an immediate impact. Deontay Saunders out of Tennessee State, a former Florida Gator, is a very good athlete, good ball awareness and punt return skills, and I like that he's a willing tackler. Now, he's raw technically and can get handsy in man coverage, and I believe he gambles a lot. He plays a lot like Leon McFadden. I think if he can clean up the rough edges around his game, someone's going to get themselves a huge steal in this year's draft class. Devontae Terry Johnson out of Florida A&M has above average athleticism, good short area burst, and he breaks on the football extremely well. Now, consistency is the key for him. Has to become a little bit more of a consistent player moving forward. And when you look at what he did in the All-Star game circuit, the FCS Bowl, as well as the Medal of Honor Bowl, had big games in both and has the punt return skills to help him stick and play early as a rookie. I got the chance to see Mike Dennis out of St. Francis live versus Fordham, and despite his size at 5'9", 170, he plays big-time ball. He has good hips, good feet, good hands, all of which put him in position to make many plays on the ball. He was a thorn in the side of many quarterbacks throughout the course of the season, and St. Francis moved him in the slot at times, and he did as good of a job as he did on the outside in both man and zone coverages. Tyree Hollins out of Grambling was a very productive player for the Tigers throughout the course of his career. He has very good instincts and hand-eye coordination. He's also excellent off the ball. Now, he's more quick than fast, didn't run a fast 40 time, doesn't play as fast as you would like. He's a little awkward in transition, but I think he has enough ball skills and instincts to excel in a zone scheme. Stay tuned as we take a look at our good value prospects, guys that have 3rd through 5th round grades, and our sleeper cornerback prospects, 6th and 7th round guys that you want to keep an eye on, as well as our complete cornerback rankings.